First again. Good to see you. Yesterday I was talking so much I missed my turn, so I was like, maybe we should just do another quiet drive. So we're doing. Where you from? You could put your name if you want to. I don't care. Yeah, welcome to the live. Let me know where you're coming from. Where you watching from? What you doing this morning? Breakfast? Are you getting ready ready to go anywhere? I'm on my way to work. Let's go back down get the view back. Front camera. On my way to work this morning, and I figure we have like a little bit of a quiet drive. But if you have questions, and put them in the chat too. Let me know where you're watching from. Are you getting ready for school or work, or are you on your commute? What's going on in your life? What you having for breakfast? Because I left the house a little late. Y'all, I left the house a little late. I'm gonna let this camera go. I didn't realize it's super like that. I left the house a little late this morning, but I did make breakfast yesterday. I made shrimp and grits, and I had shrimp in the freezer. We just kind of sauteed with little onions and sweet peppers and whatever. And I put together 4 bowls. Boom, 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 boom. No, 5 bowls actually. But the 5th bowl didn't have any shrimp. It just had grits. And and I forgot I had another egg bite in there. I forgot to put it in my bag. So I have my breakfast with me. I just have to heat it up when I get to where I'm going. Yesterday I heated my breakfast up, and it was cold by the time I got to work, so I got to warm it up again, but I didn't. I was just kind of like, I'm hungry now, and just ate it kind of lukewarm. So nobody's over there. But yeah, where are you guys headed? Why are you up so early, or is it late where you are? It's a beautiful day here in Mississippi. I'm headed to Oxford, and I have some sinuses every time I think about it. The trees and everything were in full bloom last week or week before last. We had these awesome rains, wonderful winds, and hopefully all the pollen has kind of settled and soaked into the ground. But we got a lot of not trees, but flowers and things that are blooming. So if you see me kind of adjusting my ear, I feel like I have some fluid or something kind of draining. And it's uncomfortable. I feel like a baby with an ear infection. I don't know what that feels like, honestly. But I think this is what it feels like. To be uncomfortable right here in your ear, and you don't know why. So I really just need a mama to take care of me and take me to the doctor and give me hugs. Give me baba. But since that's not going to happen today, I'm going to just go ahead and go to work. Yeah. Maybe I should have taken some medicine. I don't like to take medicine early in the morning because I think it's going to affect my mood or my ability to drive. But I sure should have brought some with me, and that way I could take it when I get there. You got a smooth 8, 9 hours before I get back on the road and at home. So I can be goofy on sinus medicine while I'm at work, right? This ear. And I'm probably aggravating it too. But it does feel like my sinuses are draining, like on this side of my head. This side not so much. But enough about all that. Oh, that's a Greyhound bus. Man. Okay, so here's the thing. I need a vacation. I need to travel. I have traveling in my blood. So driving back and forth to work every day, that's cool, but it doesn't really scratch that itch. That traveling itch. I really want to go somewhere. And now I just saw that Greyhound bus. Maybe that's a sign that says, you know what, book that trip. By any means necessary. You gotta get on a flight, but you could book it on a train. You could drive yourself, but you could also book it on a bus. Buses are, I guess they're not that bad. I haven't been on a bus in so long. I think the last time I was a child, and I remember me and my cousin, my older cousin Lisa, we went to go visit my grandmother in Elkhart, Indiana. Y'all, the sun is out today. It is a sunny day for sure. Just look out the way. I hate that I have such a weird angle. I apologize though, for real. You can see me. I got all this. Okay, that might be better. But yeah, let's get you back on the road. See, this is what I'm dealing with. And the sun is just out of frame. Yeah, I must be rolling late today, y'all, because it's a whole lot. I don't know if you can see as far down the road as I can see, but there's a lot of traffic down there. Usually I am further up the road than this time of day, and I guess I'm with the good drivers. The good drivers who leave their house on time. I have to be where I'm going at 8 o'clock, and my GPS says I have an ETA of 7:57. You know this thing. I need at least 5 minutes to get myself together in the parking lot and decide whether or not I'm going to open the door or listen to one more beat of music. You know, is anybody else like that, where it takes you a little time to actually get out of the car once you've actually parked? That's me. I'm sitting there like, okay, do I have everything in my bag? Do I need to take anything out of my bag? Is my bag too heavy? ChatGPT yesterday because I was online and I saw people like with these action figure things. I think I saw a basketball. It was a famous basketball player. I think it was LeBron James, maybe a few days ago, and that somebody had created an action figure pack for him and posted it on their social media. And so I was like, okay, that's cool. People are so creative. Everybody's so creative, right? And I wonder what happened to that lady. Maybe I'm just not following her, but I love that. Everybody's so creative. And she was basically just kind of saying either you're doing something that's weird, or maybe not. Maybe she was really just enthused about everybody just doing their own thing. Like I am. But I'm seeing more and more people on my feeds with like these action figures. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go and switch this app and go into the ChatGPT and look up and just ask if it could create an action figure of me. So I don't know if you have experienced ChatGPT. If you have, definitely leave it in the comments, put it in the chat. but it is, the more you like interact with it learns things about, you know, your style, like your writing style, your communication style. It's like you're training your robot. I immediately thought about that movie, How to Train Your Dragon. I'm literally every day I'm interacting with ChatGPT based on the fact that I'm logged into a profile. It is learning more and more about me. Last year I was fun employed, and I worked on several things. I was, you know, doing everything I could to keep myself uplifted, motivated, and focused, and working on looking for employment and everything. Thank the Lord, I'm employed now. However, this creativity side of me is still in there. So at any rate, I've been interacting with the ChatGPT for the good part of a year. So last night, no, I take it back, yesterday afternoon, I was like, about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I was like, ChatGPT, make me an action figure. All these things I was seeing them on LinkedIn, basically. Somebody made an action figure for their professional profile, and I was like, that's wild, that's creative. Everybody's so creative. So I was like, let me try it. So I went over to the ChatGPT, put in a couple of prompts. Look, I named my ChatGPT, and I said, listen, I need you to I'm seeing all these people with these action figures on their profiles. I'm curious. Can you make me an action figure based on, and I said based on my resume and my LinkedIn profile. And I uploaded a photo. So there was 3 things: resume, LinkedIn. I gave it the URL for the link to the LinkedIn. I uploaded my resume. Although I think it probably remembers the details of my resume, because I've been, since last year, interacting with the ChatGPT to help me with, you know, refining my resume in particular. I had a couple of clients over the summer where I did help them with their resume. Cover letters. So ChatGPT, based on my profile, it knows a little bit about me. I uploaded a photo. And then I told it I wanted it to be a smart navy blue pantsuit. And it was the results were so spot on and cute, it made me giggle. It really did. I was like, wow, this is amazing. This is so cute. But that wasn't the only thing. It wasn't just the photo of the action figure, which I'll post later. That's what I could do. Instead of me not having no edited videos, I will post that picture of my action figure. If you come back to my page, you'll see it. I'll post it in the community. Because I haven't posted it nowhere. I was going to share it to my family's group chat last night, but it would be too many questions. There'd be more questions than what it's worth. They're like, who in the world? What in the what? Who is this? Who is this toy? What is this toy? What is this voodoo doll? But it wasn't just the results. It was also the fact that it said, hey, you know, this is your action figure. Let me know if you want to incorporate based on some of the other conversations that we had. Look, we can have a whole action, it said a whole Tanya cinematic universe. And it says something about we can create a pack with you and your RV and camping, and we can have one with you and Captain Mailer, the dog. And I was like, whoa, pump your brakes. That's what I'm thinking. Like, ChatGPT is excited. It's giving me this narrative now with excitement about this part of creativity. I don't know where it's coming from. it's like the robot is emoting support, and it's a weird feeling. So yeah, which I guess I'm in a weird stage of my life right now anyway, because I'm literally talking to a camera, talking to people that I don't know. I mean, if we're thinking about it logically, critically, realistically, and I'm interacting with the ChatGPT, a robot of sorts, what is it? A artificial intelligence. But it makes me think, what is, it kind of gives me existential, like, what is life? What is this life form? How is this digital entity, like, able to give me feedback in real time, faster than in real time? It's just a wild type of thing to, kind of think about. Have you ever, like, if you've ever worked on or typed anything into ChatGPT, what were your feelings about how it's interacting with you? Like, how far did you go? Like, did you type something about your emotions? Did you type something about, your life or livelihood? Or was it just a very sterile transaction of, write me a cover letter? This is, I would like a story about da da da. What was your interaction with your ChatGPT? And how did you feel about the results? Did the results kind of give you like a weird feeling? Like I said, what is this being? That, again, it gave me the photo, the picture of the action figure of me, and it was cute. It had me in a smart navy blue pantsuit. It had some, what do you call those? Action figures have like accessories, right? So it had a tan pocketbook. It was really cute. It was a professional purse. It was it had the action figure had a cell phone in her hand. I'm 2.8 miles away from my turn, so I better not miss it today. Yesterday I missed my turn, y'all. I was talking and looked up and I was like, wait a minute, there's my turn. So yeah, let me get back over here on the right side. But yeah, have you ever used ChatGPT? Please type that in. And then, like, how did it make you feel? Like, what were some of the results? Did you have a sterile or very transactional type of interaction? Like, did you just kind of ask it to create a newsletter? I used to do that for work all the time. Make this text into a newsletter style and incorporate, I'd give it several prompts. But after a while, like I said, I was unemployed for quite a while over the summer, and I would just start typing feelings and emotions, and this is how I'm feeling, and blah blah blah. And the thing started kicking back information that was very relational. Like, I would type in feelings, how I was feeling, what I was going through, because I was just kind of sitting there. I don't have anything else to do today. Maybe it was raining or whatever. Wasn't going outside. Wasn't looking for jobs. Had done all the things. And I'm just sitting there typing in, like, this is how I'm feeling. And then the ChatGPT was literally saying, it was being supportive. Like, you can do this. At first, it started giving me, like, here's 5 tips on how to not be depressed or whatever, whatever the conversation was. So very, like, BuzzFeed list type of feedback, which is kind of some of the things that I was asking it for. But I guess later on, it started developing paragraphs that were very supportive, like a person would support. And it also spoke to me in like the vernacular of like girlfriend, sister girl. Like, if you are familiar with Black women, we kind of have a vernacular. We have a way of expressing ourselves to each other. I did notice that the phrase life be lifing or something else that was very specific that I was like, I don't think I ever typed that in here. Why did you feel comfortable? And it was like, it really started. Some of the things that it's kicking back out to me are very much in like it has a personality. It's taking on an assumed personality. Or maybe I did say, hey, I'm a Black girl. Or, maybe I did type in, these are my whatever. And, or again, I uploaded a photo because I wanted to edit my photo at one point to see what type of response. This was like a couple of days ago. But I probably have uploaded a photo before, and this was like, I don't even remember if I've uploaded a photo of me prior to the last week. But again, tell me in the comments or type something. If you're on the live, hi, I'm T, and this is Sugar Honey Iced Tea. I'm just shooting the Sugar Honey Iced Tea this morning on my drive. I literally have an hour and 6 minutes of a commute to work, and I decided that I would just kind of be consistent with myself, have a daily meeting of sorts, and also share it with YouTube and start building a community. If you are a YouTuber, if you're aspiring to get online or be in the YouTube space, please reach out to me. Put it in the chat, put it in the comments if you're watching the replay, and let me know. I would love to collaborate with you, with anybody, and be on your channel. You can be on my channel. Technology is fascinating, and there are ways to. I used to do a Saturday or Sunday night. Oh, that was refreshing. Sunday night, live, where I had a guest on, and so a guest on the live. So, you know how you have like a more formal, where you have like the two squares, like a Zoom call, a StreamYard thing. So if you have a YouTube channel, again, if you want to kind of collaborate or talk about your YouTube channel, whether you've just started or you're about to start or you want to start or whatever, put it in the comments, reach out to me. I don't have that many people who comment on my videos. So I comment back to everybody. I'm going to I'm going to comment back to you. But if you reach out and say, hey, I want to be a part of the YouTube community, I want to be on a live, I want to talk about getting my channel together, let's strategize, let's communicate, let's collaborate, and let's support each other in real time. That's what it's all about, for sure. But yeah, let me turn around. I wish you could see these beautiful views. Every morning I get to kind of enjoy and appreciate this beautiful green. I love God's green grass. If there's one creation that I love the most, I don't know, today is just a particular day, but I guess because we just recently came out of the cold snap, and all the grass was ashy, and there's still a little bit of an ashy tinge to some of it, but for the most part, a lot of this grass is turning bright green, and I'm here for it. I'm loving it. I love to see green grass, and it's amazing to me how people just have tractors and big old lawnmowers, and they just be cutting. If they have any type of property that has a lot of land, they just get out on that tractor and they just be cutting their grass. And I feel like they don't have a care in the world, and it is so lovely to me. It is so awesome. I don't know if I want to have a tractor and do that. I probably will have to cut my parents' grass at some point in time in the future. My dad has a riding lawnmower, and he said there was one. I need your son, get your son out here. And I'm like, yeah, you need to, call him, and you need to have like a little tutorial or something. You need to train him on this lawnmower so he can cut your grass. Because kids these days, they're not really interested in farming. I'm from the generation of green acres, and although I love me some technology, I do appreciate wide open spaces and gardens and gardening and fishing and camping and hiking, especially now more. So I think the older I get, the more I appreciate an ease of life. And I'm looking so forward to being more a part of country styles and slow living and good living in a more southern climate. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, if you're new to me, my story is about it's 2025, so about 4 years now. Yeah, because in 2021 we moved. 4 years ago we moved from Memphis. We were in Memphis, Tennessee, in the heart. Well, somewhere near the edge of the heart. We were in East Memphis. What was our neighborhood name? I can't even remember the neighborhood's name. It's been that long ago. We lived over off Winchester. If you're familiar with Winchester, it's a very long street that goes all the way from forever to forever, right? But we were in Winchester, East Memphis area. 20 years. We lived in the same house. Me, my 2 kids. Ex-husband, but then it was just me and the 2 kids. And our first dog, Blackjack, R.I.P. Blackjack. And we were loving it. But also, I was like, I gotta move out of this house. I think ever since I had divorced, I always was like, I gotta get out of this house. I wanted to move because of the divorce, but it just didn't happen in that time frame. But somewhere way after, right around the pandemic, I decided if I was ever going to move, the world is about to whatever, but everything was closed up, and I was like, I got time on my hands. We got time today to figure it out. And so the wheels started spinning, and I just started the process of getting a realtor, connecting with a realtor, looking at properties, looking at things. So long story long, we moved to Olive Branch, Mississippi, which is a suburb right on the other side of Memphis. So just that little change just made something click in me, saying that, oh, this is not that far from where I was, but also so much closer to places where people had horses and people had cows and people had land where they was off-roading and long driveways. It was just more of a country connection to the country than it was where we were living. We were very much in a urban environment, although we were quote unquote in it was the suburbs of Memphis at the beginning of the 20 years, but at the end of the 20 years it was very much the hood. So and it's no shade. I love Memphis. I love my people. I love my city. Memphis will forever be my city. I'm forever repping the Tigers, the Grizzlies, the 901, the Choose 901, Team 901, everything 901. I'm repping that. It's still my phone number. It's still my area code. But I'm very much a Mississippian now. I live in Mississippi. Hey, good morning, Sir Rich. Good morning. So good to see and hear from you. Yeah. I'm just on here on my way to work. My hour commute. And I got about 25 minutes left. But I'm gonna wrap this up in a little while because the closer I get to the city, the more intense the traffic gets. So I kind of have to focus in a lot more. But yeah, just enjoying the beautiful landscape, just enjoying everything. I really appreciate everybody who kind of drops in. If you are watching this on replay, my goal is to go live every day around 7 o'clock. I need to be more consistent with my life. And so this is like one part of it. This is me being consistent. Working now, but I didn't see that. What you say? Wait a minute. Let me go back. I'm working now, but I just tapped in and said hello. Oh, okay. Hello. Thank you so much for dropping in. I appreciate it. Yeah. But yeah, anybody who comes back and watches this later, I go live around 7 o'clock, Monday through Friday, unless I take a day off. Last Friday, I took a personal day. I call it mental health day. And I went to Zumba and had fun. They was doing boots on the ground, and I was like, man, I knew I should have practiced this. So I wrote down in, I have like a little journal page on my computer. And I do journal at home, but I've been so tired lately. I've been doing it in the middle of the day, and I just kind of type some things out. And so I have a page to do things that I want to do. And so dialing up a boots on the ground tutorial and practicing that so I get good at it. I need to give me a fan. I need to give me a fan so I can be ready for the next time I go to Zumba. Next Friday is Good Friday. Is it next Friday or is it this Friday? Yeah, it's next Friday. And so hopefully they'll have class on Good Friday. I think I'm going to reach out to the instructor on Facebook and see. And just say, hey, y'all having class on Good Friday? Because I'll be off work again. And I want to go. And I want to be ready. And I saw somebody else did like a little line dance on. I gotta find me like a dance crew. Everything that was popular is now popular again. There goes somebody trying to go around. We're on the 2-lane highway. They're trying to go around. I hope they make it. I mean, I'm sure they will. Heaven forbid anything bad happen. Okay, they're going around. I'm going around too. Here we go. Look, the people in front of me, they're taking their sweet candy. Boop, boop time. All right, we did it. We did it. Okay, so if you're new to the channel, I reference the Dukes of Hazzards quite a lot. But so yesterday I did the We Go Look. Let me tell you this. Why was I in a part of Mississippi and I passed by this house that had a Confederate flag and they had that truck that was on the Dukes of Hazzards. It was an orange truck with a big 01 on it, whatever it was. It was fabulous. But the whole house looked like a reenactment of a house that would have been in the background of the Dukes of Hazzard. And I was like, oh, here we go. I'm in Confederate country, whatever it is. But yeah, I do like the Dukes of Hazzard show. I remember it fondly. Now, I'm not trying to be political, and I'm definitely not trying to be like negative, do anything negative to hurt people who've been already hurt, or to say anything negative to anyone who does not want to hurt other people. I'm just saying it was a good TV show. Back in the day, we were not offended by it. We used to laugh and giggle and hope that the Duke boys would get away from the police because it was a car chase show. And as a kid, that's all we knew. I guess now, we know we're older, we know better, we know different. That's that. That's that on that. Yeah, it's Thursday. And I was like, what am I going to wear today? What am I going to wear today? I have the same struggle every day, and I shouldn't have this struggle. I'm supposed to be preparing my outfits on the weekend, so I just know what to put. So today I was like, I need to be able to kind of coordinate some stuff. I put this white tee on under this denim shirt. But then I was like, man, it's Thursday. You're supposed to rock denim on Friday. And I kind of was like, finna take it off, and I was like, nut, put your clothes on and go to work. So I'm gonna get it together week after next. I'm not gonna wear this next week, but week after next. Okay, yeah, because next week it'll be Good Friday. But the Friday after that, this is gonna be the Friday shirt. This coordination is white tee, pearl-esque necklace, and a denim shirt, and navy blue pants, and brown ballet slippers, brown leather ballet slippers. Because I need to get my life together so I can just jump out of bed, jump into these clothes, and get on the road. Why can't I, as an adult, why can't I make that happen? It's finna happen now. I'm gonna get my life together. She said, and again, I'll say it probably next week. I'm gonna get my life together. Put that on a t-shirt. But I'm pulling it together. I'm pulling together, like, I want to do a lookbook. So I'll probably take a photo of this in the mirror when I get home before I take it off. Take a picture of this, and I'm gonna put together like outfits. That's what I need to do. I need to set up that tripod. I'm thinking out loud. Thank you for helping me think out loud. But setting up a lookbook of my outfits so that I can just be like, okay, outfit number 1, outfit number 2, outfit number 3, pull it out. I also was thinking that I'm going to move my clothes and make a section for nothing but my week's uniform. And so whatever I'm gonna wear for the week, I'm gonna put, like 4 pair of pants, 1 dress, 1 shirt, whatever the things, not 1 shirt, but whatever the shirts are, whatever the things are, I'm gonna put them in that one section and hang them there. And that's gonna store the other day. I bought this white the other day. I bought this white. I was like, I need some layering pieces. And she was like, when my kids were little, we used to fold and hang on all their things in this little organizer in the closet. And I was like, I got one of them. I'm gonna use that. But now that I think about it, I like hanging my clothes. So I'll probably just hang the things in a certain section, like it all in the front or all together. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all of it together. But yeah, y'all, we're getting closer and closer, and I'm yawning. What is that about? Y'all, thank you so much for being a part of my shenanigans. I'm going to say shenanigans. Thank you for being a part of the shenanigans. Thank you for riding with me. Again, if you like, thumbs up. Even if you don't like it, if you watch at this point, just thumbs up and help a sister out. I appreciate your interaction. I appreciate everything. Connect me, put something in the chat so that I can reach back out to you. And we can collaborate on the weekends and be supportive. it's all about. That's what life is all about. All right. Y'all take care. I love you. See you tomorrow.